Hey guys, I'm Jill Powell. I am joined today by my beautiful friend Stephanie. Thank you for being here. And we are doing this awesome kind of gold, sultry, can be everyday, can be going out, kind of diffused, blown out look. So if you want to learn how to apply gold shadows and make them look like this, then check this video out. Okay, so Stephanie, you like kind of more natural makeup, right?
I do.
So nothing too crazy. She's going out tonight, but we want to do some golds. You have an emerald dress. I love emerald. That's such a good color. And gold jewelry.
Gold jewelry.
Perfect. So we're going to do some golds, which is probably my all-time favorite. That and like those rose golds or like peachy shadows, those are probably my favorite. But gold shadows are definitely top on my list. So we're going to do some fun golds. But I'm not going to do it too dark or crazy because you've got long lashes and you kind of look better with that like blown out diffused look, right?
Yep.
Awesome. So here we go. All right. So we are going to start out, go ahead and close for me. We are going to start out with a primer, just like I always do. I'm always looking for new suggestions on primers. I kind of stick with the same, probably 3 that I love all the time. So if you guys have any primers that you love, please leave me a comment below because I'm going to be going shopping soon and I want to try a new primer. So tell me what you love. This one is MAC Painterly. It is one of my kind of old school, like back in the day I used to use the MAC paints, so this is kind of like the MAC paints, but just really easy because it's in a pot, it's quick and easy, goes on nice and matte, absorbs any excess oil. It's just really great. It's a little bit all over the lid. All right, so we know we want to do some golds, and typically I start out with the crease because I like to carve out and shape the eye, but on this one I want to do a really like blown out look, so I'm going to start with the lid. And we're going to try this steampunk color in the Anastasia Sultry palette. Her palettes are so pretty, seriously. So I'm going to apply this color all over the lid. And as you guys know, when I do a lid color, I like to invert my brush upside down and just get right next to the lash line. For me, it just helps prevent fallout. It just packs that color on really nicely. I love it. And this is just a regular kind of flat shader, like a eyeshadow brush. This one's by Smith. It's the 256. I do love this brush because it has a nice point to it, so it's a little bit tapered, and that tapered tip really gets in those corners of the eye, so I do love this shape. And I'm just pressing and kind of lifting up to catch any fallout, getting it all over her lid. And this is going to be her main color. We're not going to do anything too dark, so it's going to be a pretty basic eye, but she's got the eye that can totally handle it. So now that we have her lid color on, I'm going to use kind of like a neutral, but I want to warm it up a little bit. So probably this one, and I may go back and use a little bit of this birch. So we are going to take this and start her crease. And this is a matte shade. I do like, most of the time I like a matte in the crease. You just get a better dimension and it looks better in photos. Sometimes you can do shimmer, but remember that shimmer reflects light, so you don't always get the dimension that you want. And I'm just using a 224 from MAC. This is like a fluffy blending brush and just kind of diffusing it. Let me see. Yeah, just diffusing it out. All right, so again, 224, and we're just kind of going right into her crease. I am mixing 2 colors. So we've got Birch from the Sultry palette, which is a perfect color, but I did want to warm it up just a tiny bit. So I have a little bit more of an orangey shade, which is Sandstorm. So Sandstorm from the Natasha Denona palette is that orangier shade, just to warm it up. And I'm just going to kind of very lightly, like how light am I touching you? Like barely. Yeah, barely tickling. You guys don't always have to press so hard. So I'm just barely kind of tickling that crease, very, very soft. I like to do those sheer layers, so I'm adding just a little bit of color at a time. And then you don't have to like blend out too much because it's already soft and blended. But if you do apply too much, please go back in and just make sure it's nice and blended and diffused. She's got a nice big eye area, so look at that. I like it. Okay, I might darken it up a little bit, but honestly, she has these crazy long lashes, so I feel like we need to take a break and go into mascara because mascara is going to change it. And I told you to buy a certain mascara, right?
You did.
The Lancome Hypnos Drama?
Yep.
Do you do the waterproof or regular?
Regular.
Okay, I only have the waterproof on you. Do you want that one or do you want a different?
Whatever you want to use. I don't care. I take off my makeup every night anyways.
Okay, perfect. I might try a different one just so you can experience something new. So Stephanie has like lashes as long as my hair, basically. I'm not going to curl them. Do you curl your lashes?
No.
Because they would literally like probably touch your brows, right? And they're super thick too. So she is blessed in this lash department. And these are all natural. These are hers. There are no extensions in here. But when you have really long and thick lashes, you want to make sure that they're not clumpy and gross. So I'm using the Armani Eyes to Kill mascara, and I'm just making sure that every single lash is separated and defined. Another thing you can do if you have really super long lashes, because do you ever get mascara up here?
Yeah.
All the time? Or just a lot? All the time or just like most of the time? So you can see I'm basically rolling on the top of her lashes and coating the tops. And then I'm going to go back in and lift. But you can also place a tissue on top and then really work your mascara into the tissue, and then you prevent transfer. Or there's fancy little tools. Tweezerman makes a little lash guard, which is pretty cool as well. Let me see. I mean, like, oh. I think the hardest part with your lashes is getting them styled exactly how you want. Because these side ones.
Especially, that's the side I sleep on.
I was going to say, do you sleep over there? I can tell. So I'm going to have you look straight. And then I'm going to work on pulling these ones outward. Yeah, because I can tell you sleep on the side. Because they just want to go in.
Curl. Yep.
They're like, hello. But we want to curl them out. So I'm going to take mascara wand. Come on out here, guys. So when you've got lashes, you want to style them and you want to place them where you want them. You want that really fanned out look. So you want the center ones going straight up and you want the outer ones kind of going to the outside. Dude, in the summertime, you could just get like a lash tint and not have to wear any mascara. Have you ever done that?
No, but that sounds interesting.
Yeah, because then they are dark already, but it'll almost look like you have mascara on.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. And then you can go swimming and you're like, hey. All right, so I'm going to keep pulling these ones outward. I mean, they're so long. And then look down. We're going to roll on the top just to really coat her lash. And then we're going to lift at the base. Yeah, you literally have the longest lashes ever. The lashes make a look. I mean, that's why so many people are getting lash extensions these days or wearing false lashes, because when you have lashes, everything just looks better. So just wait. This eyeshadow is going to be amazing. You see? Got a little space in here. Look down. I am going to add just a tiny bit of depth in here, and I'm going to do it with a fluffy brush because I don't want it super strong. So I'm going to take Dystopian, which is this dark, kind of like charcoaly brown, like really deep espresso. And I'm just going to go on the outer part of her lid and just kind of create a little bit of dimension to break up her lid and her crease a little bit, just on this outside, kind of smoke it out. I don't want it super dark. Yep. And that's why I'm using a fluffy brush, because the fluffier the brush, the less it's going to apply. So I don't want to use something really, really dense and short or small like a pencil brush, because that's going to make it even darker. I want to just kind of create this nice, soft smokiness in the corner. You see? That's what it needed. See, and that's why I did it after mascara, because I wanted to see what it needed. So again, outside of the corner and just blending in outside and smoking it out. So we've smoked out the eyes. I'm loving what's going on the top. I just want to bring a little bit along the bottom. So I'm going to go into my Natasha Denona palette, and there is a gold in there that's kind of similar to the one on top, but a little bit different. And I'm just going to highlight this inner corner with that gold, just to really bring some fun, some playfulness, a little bit of color. I do this a lot. I love a little bit of color on the inner corners, a little bit of shimmer. I just think it looks really pretty. And then I might add some of this guy. So right now I am working with, the first one was Cool Bronze, and now I'm working with Golden Flesh. I think Golden Flesh is going to be a little bit more neutral. So I'm going to pop that in the inner corner, just so it doesn't look too orange right there. Yeah. I'm using a really tiny brush. This is the detailed lip brush, the LO4 from Sigma. And then I'm going to go in with Sandstorm, which we were using on the top earlier. And I'm just going to shade a little bit along the under lash line, just to create some warmth. Really, really lightly. And she's got really long lashes, so she can handle like some bottom color. And then I think, again, just to tie everything in from the top, I'm going to add a little bit of a brown, not as dark as the dystopian from the outer corner, just because that's like almost like a brown black. I don't want to go too dark on the bottom, so this is just like a chocolate, like a chocolatey brown, and I'm just going in the corners, almost like a little eyeliner, but I don't want to darken up her eyes too much. So just right there. Create a little bit of dimension. And what's great is her lashes are so long, she doesn't need lashes. Do you do top liner ever? I was gonna say, you don't even need it. You don't need it. And honestly, like, you don't even need waterline. I kind of love the flow of what's going on. Do you do waterline?
Nope.
See? Well, whatever you're doing it right, because that is exactly what I would have done. I'm just blending with a brush with nothing on it, just to make sure that that inner corner is really soft and diffused. So last but not least, we just have a little bit of lip. And she's got a green dress, kind of like a nude vest. And nude shoes. You want to go nude lip?
Let's do nude.
Kind of like pull it all together. And you said it's like a beigey nude?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to do like a really creamy, pretty beigey nude. Perfect. Love it. Okay, so we have chosen a lip gloss, and it is Fly by BareMinerals. And I'm also going to use Oh Honey by MAC. This is one of their Pro Longwear lip colors. Sorry, Pro Longwear lip liners. A great nude, probably one of my favorite nude liners, because look at that. It is just the perfect nude. And because we're using just a liner and a gloss, I'm going to fill in her lip, which will help the gloss stay on even longer. And I'm just going to kind of create the lip. And filling in, again, this is a nude, so, you know, the liner is important because it's creating a little bit of an edge, but then when you fill it in, because it's a long wear liner, it's going to create some adhesion for the gloss to stick to and have, it's almost like a primer, so give it a little bit longer wear throughout the day. And this beautiful milky beigey nude lip. So pretty. And this is gonna complement so well because she's wearing nude shoes. She's got that nude vest. So just bringing in those colors to make everything kind of go together. That's exactly what you wanna do. And it looks good on her skin tone. So I'm just using a lip brush. You can use a lip wand to put it on, but sometimes I like to get the lip brush because you can really get those edges. And the wand doesn't, you know, the wand absorbs quite a bit, so. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Okay, so just to recap our look, so we went ahead always using a primer on the eyes, helps everything to stick and stay. Then we did that gold color on the lid from the Sultry palette from Anastasia. We did the neutral color from the Anastasia palette as well, and I mixed in a little bit of that orangey color, that Sandstorm from Natasha Denona. Both matte tones in the crease. I didn't do a brow highlight. I didn't need it, I guess, I don't know. But I like it without it, so we just blended and buffed that in so we got that really diffused look. Then I took a break. Remember, I went into mascara. She's got those long lashes, so we used the Armani Eyes to Kill mascara, and I wanted to see how much that would darken up her eye. I did notice it needed a little bit more dimension on the outside, so that's when I went in with that dark color, that brownish black, the dystopian from the Sultry palette. And again, with a really fluffy brush, I wanted just to be really diffused. I didn't want anything too strong. So we smoked out those outer corners just to create some dimension. Again, she's going to an event tonight, so I want to make sure that her eyes really pop in all the photos. And then we did some gold on the inner corners. We brought some of that orangey Sandstorm color underneath and then smoked out the bottom outside with a little bit of like a chocolate brown just to kind of mimic the top and kind of create that synergy with everything. And then for her lips, we wanted to match her nude heels and her nude vest. So we did a nude lip. I used Oh Honey by MAC and then also topped it off with a lip gloss from BareMinerals called Fly. So I'm loving it. I'm loving the whole look. I'm loving the lip. I'm loving the eye. I hope you love it too.
Love it.
Awesome, and I hope you have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys loved this look. It's a beautiful gold. You can do it every day, but you can also dress it up. And it's a little different because she doesn't have like a strong carved out crease. Not everyone has to do that. So I hope you enjoyed this look and leave me your comments below on what you want to see next. Thanks again for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below what you want to see next. All of the products used in my video are also linked below. And if you want to see more, follow me anywhere at Jill Powell Glam. Thanks again.